The DJI Mini 4 Pro is now here, and in today's video we're comparing it again to DJI Mini 3 Pro. What is the difference and is it worth upgrading? Let's get into it. So the DJI Mini 3 Pro was one of the most successful and popular drones that DJI have released, and it still is. This sells like hot cakes. It did so well because you can get 4K video out of a drone this small, can fit in the palm of your hand, smaller than most mobile phones, and get really good quality. You can rotate the camera and get vertical content or horizontal. It is really good, and it was a massive upgrade over the DJI Mini 2. This just changed the game completely in terms of small drones. Now the Mini 4 Pro is here, and we're not going to see the same massive difference that we saw from the Mini 2 to the Mini 3 Pro, but there are quite a lot of differences I want to go through in today's video. First of all, we're going to talk about the actual hardware. What is different on the hardware side between the Mini 4 Pro and the Mini 3 Pro, and then we'll talk about all the software features as well. So both of these drones are intended to weigh under 250 grams, and they both do. So both of them are 249 grams. The main difference hardware-wise from the Mini 4 Pro is the sensors on here. So on the Mini 3 Pro, you have tri-directional sensoring. So you've got sensors on the front, you've got sensors on the back, and sensors on the bottom. And this will detect objects and will avoid them or break. Gives you that bit more confidence when flying your drone. Now the difference with the Mini 4 Pro, this has sensors on the front, has sensors on the side, sensors on the back, and sensors on the bottom. So this has sideways protection sensors. The Mini 3 Pro doesn't. So a lot of the reasons why people would crash their Mini 3 Pro is because when they were flying sideways, the drone will not detect any objects on a sideways motion. This causes a lot of crashes and a lot of confidence issues when flying your Mini 3 Pro, especially if you're doing things like active track or flying in areas like buildings, trees, something where the drone could easily be crashed on a sideways pan. This now gives you much more confidence because you have the same obstacle avoidance on here that you have in the DJI Air 3 and even the Mavic 3 series as well. So obstacle avoidance on here is a big advantage over the Mini 3 Pro. Now both of these drones on the bottom of them look pretty similar, but if you just look carefully on the Mini 4 Pro, this now has an auxiliary light on the bottom of it. The Mini 3 Pro doesn't. So this is going to be helpful if you're flying in nighttime. When you're landing, the light will automatically come on to get more precision landing. And it's also really good because by having this light on at the bottom, in some countries when flying it in the evening, you need some kind of beacon light or light. You can go into your controller and you can actually turn that light on or off at the touch of a button. But it also gives you that better visual line of sight of your drone as well, because you can see this big light in the sky, whereas on the Mini 3 Pro, you don't. You just have some really small blinker lights on the actual propellers, which aren't really very good. So this now has it. This doesn't. Now just don't focus on me at the moment, but look at the actual drone. So can you tell a difference there with the Mini 4 Pro and the Mini 3 Pro? Who's got it? Who's seen it? Can you see it? Because once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. So the Mini 4 Pro has feet here. The Mini 3 Pro, it doesn't. So when you land the Mini 3 Pro, it lands basically on its belly, aside from this little bump here. Whereas on the Mini 4 Pro, it has landing legs now at the front and still that bump. So when it lands, it's landing on the front and the belly. So it's taking a bit of that pressure off. Back to me. But who saw that? Could you see that? Because is that an advantage? Well, not a major advantage, is it? But it is a difference between the Mini 4 Pro and the Mini 3 Pro. The batteries on both of these drones are the same, so they're in exactly the same place, and they both have a runtime of 34 minutes. So if you are upgrading and you sell your Mini 3 Pro, but you have some extra batteries, they will work on the Mini 4 Pro. So you can get the battery plus, it's going to give you up to 45 minutes. That's not available in UK, Europe, quite a few countries it's not allowed, it's banned basically, you can't buy it. But if you're in like the States, you can get that. It's going to give you 45 minutes of flight time. But yeah, battery life is exactly the same. So let's now talk about the cameras. But before we do, if you do enjoy tech and drone content, it would mean so much to me if you can hit that subscribe button. So I'm on a mission to get 15% of you who watch these videos to be subscribers. And currently it's about 10.6%. So we're nearly there. So if you want to, please just hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. And now let's talk about the cameras on these two drones. Now both the cameras on the Mini 3 Pro and Mini 4 Pro, they do have the same size sensor. So it's a 1/1.3 inch CMOS 48 megapixel f 1.7 fixed aperture 24mm. Now that is a mouthful, but the difference with the Mini 4 Pro, just like we saw with the DJI Air 3, there's a lot of new processing going on and an algorithm change to make the actual performance of that video and photo slightly better. So DJI have said that the ISP and the algorithm has been improved to get much better video and photo quality. Now, what's that like in real life? Well, I'm going to be showing you some on-screen photos and videos so you can tell yourself from just looking at them. Now, I can see there is some difference. It's not like a mouth-watering, like, oh my God, look at the difference there, but it is slightly better and it is pretty much really close. I do have some more videos to the DJI Air 3, so that is really good. When we saw the DJI Air 3, yet again, that had the same size sensor as the Mini 3 Pro, but the DJI Air 3 video was better. It's just like that on the Mini 4 Pro. So all this kind of like software processing going on in the back, the algorithms, just like we see on phones now, all of this computing power is making that video look better. And these drones are fantastic at taking photos. You can actually rotate the camera and get vertical photos, or you can get really nice horizontal photos as well. It has something called Smart Photo now, and that has also been improved. So the algorithm's been tweaked to get even better dynamic range, so your photos automatically out of here look even better. Now, both shoot in JPEG and RAW. For photos, you want to be using RAW. They're going to be bigger file sizes, but you're going to get the best quality. So in terms of actual quality from the screenshots here, I would say the Mini 4 Pro is slightly better, but it also has a lot of internal software bump features as well that makes this better than Mini 3 Pro. So this now has color profiles, 3 color profiles. The Mini 3 Pro has 2. So this comes with a new HLG color profile. We saw this on the DJI Air 3 and the Mavic 3 Pro. Fantastic color profile. It's going to give you lots of nice vibrant colors, especially like in sunset, sunrises. It is fantastic, especially on like a HDR monitor. All of the colors really pop. It looks fantastic. And this now has D-Log M color profile. Again, from the DJI Air 3, the Mavic 3 series. D-Log M is much better than D-Cinelike. It's a flatter color profile, so it protects those highlights and shadows more. The quality is better, and both of those are 10-bit color profiles. Now, the Mini 3 Pro could shoot in HDR up to 4K 30. The Mini 4 Pro can shoot up to 60 FPS, so double the amount. It's going to be better for slowing footage down and still getting really good quality. But talking of slowing footage down, the Mini 3 Pro can shoot in slow motion. So if you're, say, filming something, you want to slow it down as much as possible, you can do this up to 120 FPS, but only in HD quality. On the Mini 4 Pro, you can now do this in 4K at 100 FPS. So that is going to be great for fast moving objects, cars, jet skis, something where there's a lot of motion. You can really slow that footage down on here. So some nice improvements there in relation to the actual frame rates and the slow motion, the new color profiles on here. So me personally, I really do enjoy D-Log M. It's not as hard to color grade as D-Log, which is like really flat color profile from the Mavic series. This has the same as the DJI Air 3 series now. So that's that in relation to the camera. But where you're going to see a significant difference and where the Mini 4 Pro is going to be pulling ahead is in relation to actual features, stuff you can actually do on your drone. Now, some of you might not be that bothered about these features, and some of you 100% will be. Before we do that, if you are enjoying these videos, hit that like button. It really does help out on getting videos like this to more people. What are these features? Well, one of the main features that people would want and say to me like literally daily, when are we getting waypoints with the Mini 3 Pro? Well, waypoints was so requested on the Mini 3 Pro and it never happened, and I don't think it ever will. It is now on the Mini 4 Pro though, so waypoints from the Air series, again from the Mavic series, it allows you to go and customize your own drone mission. So you can control the whole flight plan, so you can go and select different waypoints on a map and the drone will follow all of that. But you can also change things as well at each and every waypoint. So you could change what the camera does. You want it to tilt up, tilt down, take a photo, start video, stop video. Do you want the drone to rotate? So it's really good, but it's also great for filming yourself. You're in the situation, say, on a mountain or really nice open landscape and you've got no one to film yourself and you're sick of doing quick shots. Waypoints is great. Another feature it's got that the Mini 3 Pro doesn't loads of people wanted was cruise control. So it now has it on the Mini 4 Pro. So you can customize a button. I've got mine for the C1 button. And as the drone's flying forward, you just hit that and the drone will go into autopilot and continue flying. It's really clever. So it will just go at the consistent speed and direction that you've set it at, and it will just continue going. This is also great for filming yourself. Let's just say you're at the top of a mountain, you're walking across it, and you want to actually get the drone to film yourself. Rather than are you actually having to do this and whilst walking, like tripping up, you can just get that drone to go in one straight line, and then you just walk and don't have to do anything because the drone is flying on its own. Brilliant that we now have this. But aside from those two features, the Mini 4 Pro has a new feature I absolutely love, and I think this is going to cause quite a bit of controversy. So this has now Active Track 360. So this is the best active track available. It's better than the DJI Air 3, and it's better than the Mavic 3 Pro. I don't even know if Active Track 360 will come to those two other drones. At the moment, at the time of recording this, it's just for this drone. What is it? Well, Active Track, we know we love that in the Mini 3 Pro, and you could actually track yourself with your drone. So you drag a box around you, or a car, jet ski, whatever you're on, okay? And the drone will follow and track you, but you could only do that from the actual behind or from the side on a parallel motion. And the sideways motion didn't work very good on the Mini 3 Pro. I mentioned this a lot, done a few videos on that. The Mini 4 Pro now has Active Track 360, so you get this really large clock face on the screen. But what's great about this is you have two circles now, so a 360 circle, and you can get the drone to track you anywhere on that 360 clock face. So it's not just set to front, back, left, right, it's anywhere you want. But you also now have, which is the special bit, an inner circle as well. So you can have the drone tracking you from, say, quite far away on the outer circle, and then you can hit, like, say, right, I want it to track me from the left-hand side now, but on the inner circle. You just swipe across, hit that, and the drone will actually fly around and then track you from the left on the inner circle, so you're going to get a close shot as well. It's so clever, it's fantastic, and it is so responsive as well. It's really good. I hope this comes to the DJI Air 3 and Mavic 3 Pro as well. At the moment, it's just on here. You also get night video mode as well. So we saw this on the DJI Mavic 3 Pro, then it was dripped down to the Air 3, and now it's on here as well. So night video mode, when you're shooting at low light nighttime, you can switch to this video mode. And what this does is this will bump the ISO automatically, and it will apply some noise reduction. So your nighttime videos are going to look a lot better as well. So those are the main differences really between these two drones. Now both these drones can shoot in like hyperlapse, both of these drones are really good, great battery life, but the main difference is that is it. But there's also one other difference as well, and this is the DJI RC2. So this controller is bonkers, it is so good, and this is now compatible with the DJI Mini 4 Pro as well. So we saw this with the DJI Air 3. And when I first saw this, I was like, oh great, it's a DJI RC, which is the old one. And it's basically this with external antennas. And then I was proven wrong really fast, because this is like so much better than the DJI RC. We also get OcuSync 4 video transmission. We saw this on the DJI Air 3. It's the best video transmission there's ever been. We have this on the Mini 4 Pro now as well. So with the external antennas, you're going to get a much better signal performance. This controller also has a built-in fan, so when it gets warm, there's no performance loss whatsoever, and it's got a new chip inside of here, so it is much faster. When I was doing these comparison shots and I went back to using the original DJI RC, I could tell such a big difference just when changing menus, changing settings. It is a lot laggier than the DJI RC2. If you talk about the price, then both are pretty similar. The difference is, you need to remember, is when you got the DJI Mini 3 Pro, you had to buy the Fly More kit as an additional extra. That will get you extra batteries, the charger, the bag, extra propellers, and that's pretty much the main accessory that you wanted to pick up first of all, to get more batteries. The Mini 4 Pro, this comes with that Fly More combo built in. They've done this since the Mavic 3 Pro. They're starting to bundle in now that Fly More kit. I think it's a really good option. So when you actually get the Mini 3 Pro and you add on the cost of that Fly More kit, it is pretty similar in price. So should you actually buy this, and should you upgrade if you have a Mini 3 Pro? Well, to start with, if you don't have any of these small DJI drones, then this is a no-brainer. Go and get this. You're going to get the latest drone. It has more features built into this. You're going to get better controller, better signal performance. This is the best small drone available out of any company. This was, and this now is. But what if you already have this? Well, I'm going to categorize it into two different categories. If you are more of a casual user, so you just want your drone and you're just going to take some photos and videos every now and then, and you're not too fussed about all these extra features, then no, I would say it's probably not worth upgrading for that person. However, if you do take more photos and videos, so you're more of an active drone flyer, and you want more and better features, so you want waypoints, cruise control, you want the Active Track 360, and you're going to locations where you want the very best in terms of signal, you want that RC2, then yeah, this is a great upgrade. The Mini 3 Pro, it still sells really well, so you could buy this, upgrade to this, and then sell your Mini 3 Pro, and then it's not much of a chunk then. You're not having to spend the full amount, so you're going to get quite a bit of it back. I would say at least half the value of this you'll easily be able to get back on selling it on the used market. So I really do hope you found that helpful. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the Mini 4 Pro? Would you upgrade if you have a Mini 3 Pro? I know loads of you do, and I know a few of you still have the Mini 2. So good, that Mini 2 still lives up here, never selling it, still love that drone. Would you upgrade now to the Mini 4 Pro? I'd be really interested to read your comments. I do enjoy reading them. So please comment down below what you think. Hit that subscribe button, it means so much to me. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.